Hi guys, Christina here in my typical late fashion. This time I'm here to share what I melted the first 2 weeks of February. Yes, February. So this is leading into Valentine's Day. I'm hoping that I can remember how all of these performed and what I thought. I think I'm going to do okay. So sorry. Life just gets in the way, and I have I think 3 other empties baskets to share and a few hauls. Oh gosh. I don't know, between my job and home life, and I just I'm tired. And so I enjoy sharing though. I love empties videos, so I'm just gonna do it. And if you think it's too far out, then don't watch. It's fine. I'm gonna start with one-offs, and the first 2 vendors are from Etsy. First one is from Back Home Scents, which is now Yaya's Candle Co. This was in Forever Red, which I believe is a Bath and Body Works fragrance type. Definitely body care leaning, but this was really pretty. Yes, Bath and Body Works type. I wrote notes. Pomegranate and red osmanthus with a sexy surprise of vanilla rum. This is definitely I did all 6 cubes and tea lights throughout my whole house, and I loved it. This would have been a really good bedroom scent as well, but again, loved it. If it was offered again, I would repurchase. Also from Etsy is a shop called 3 Cheeky Chicks that I think the only time I ever purchased from them was like in 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. They are a Disney themed vendor shop. This is Sweet on Gaston, which is a ooey gooey cinnamon roll, and you get the sweetness of like a cream cheese frosting on top. You have to love cinnamon for this one. Look how stained that is. But anyway, despite the fact that it's years and years old, it performed beautifully. And because the performance was so good, maybe if they had a sale, I would go back in and try some more. From KAE'S Wax Melts, I have a little half-cent shot in Earthen Oak. I don't know the scent notes on this, but it is very woodsy. I cut it in half and melted it in tea lights in my bedroom, and it was really pretty. Can't remember what I melted it with. I usually melt something in my bedroom at the time I have things going in my open concept, but things that'll kind of go together. I have one from the Pharmacist's Daughter in Winter Rain. This is Icy Peppermint, Sweater Weather, and Rain. And I remember this one being so strong. So strong. Yes, even in this bag. Whew. It's pretty. You get the peppermint, but with the Sweater Weather, it's really refreshing. I love this scent. I tried to take it to work and melt a little bit in my office in my hot plate warmer, and it was embarrassing how strong this was. Like, I could smell it seeping out of my office door, through the back room, out onto the sales floor. It was crazy. So great performer. I did love it. Definitely open concept worthy. Never again will I melt it in a small area ever, because that baby threw. I have one from Teddy Bees. This is Cupcakes by the Campfire. This is Cupcakes at Tiffany's, blueberry sugar, marshmallow fireside, and a hint of pine. This was really lovely. I liked the hint of pine and the bakery. The blueberry was okay, but it kind of seemed like it didn't belong, if that makes sense. Not a favorite scent, but I will say that I did get good performance. I melt Teddy Bees on tea lights. This is from, I don't have a pour date on here, but I'm thinking that, oh, right here. So this is from October of 2021, and I'm just now melting these. So it was a great performer. They were like chunks, and I chopped them all up, threw them in my open concept. It was great. Not a huge fan of that scent in particular, but it was good. I have a few here from Rose Girls. First one is chocolate covered cherry cake. These were 2 little shapes, and I have several of these, and I don't know where I got them, if it was a sampler or what, but that's what this smelled like, was just cherry cake. It was really good, a nice bakery, and not cough syrup leaning cherry. It was really beautiful. This I melted in my bedroom because it was a sample, and I melted this on Super Bowl. It's blueberry cobbler. Are you ready for some football? And Are You Ready for Some Football is vanilla crunch donuts, cinnamon apple, citrus, peach, raspberry, and clove, along with the blueberry cobbler. And it was really good. It was strong. I like Are You Ready for Some Football on its own, and it was fine with the blueberry cobbler. Definitely would repurchase the Are You Ready for Some Football because I think that scent is great. I finished up a bag of Shadow Queen. This is Lord of Misrule, Marshmallow Fireside, Tobacco, and Vanilla Bourbon. I did this throughout my open concept in tea lights. It was great, and I also melted it at work in my hot plate warmer, and again, it was great. I would absolutely pick this one up again. In fact, I believe I have another bag of this. So, and I think Shadow Queen, is that from her Mario inspired collection? I think. I know this one is. This is Bob-omb Blast. This is Blackberry, Campfire Marshmallow, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Glazed Donuts. This had kind of lost some scent because it is from 2021, but to preserve what I could, I melted it in tea lights throughout my open concept, and it did really, really good in my bedroom. I remember coming in here, kind of being disappointed I couldn't smell it out in the open concept, but it was beautiful in my bedroom and master bathroom. So I do like the fragrance. It's just my fault for waiting so long. But yeah, I mean, if you notice your scents are getting weaker, definitely warm them in tea lights. I think that is what saved it. And I finished a bag of baked zucchini bread also. It was fine. I'm not a huge fan of zucchini bread on its own, so I wouldn't pick it up again, but it was fine. I have a few here from L3 Waxy Wonders. I have a bunt left. I only melted through one bunt that I cut into 6 pieces. This is Blueberry Muffin Beignet Mallo Fluff, and it was fine. This wasn't a favorite bakery. It was it's definitely like a sweet blueberry. I didn't get a whole lot of bakery type, even though it says blueberry muffin. This to me just smelled like a sweet blueberry scent. It was fine. I will gladly use that other one. Better Than Sex Cake, Warm Vanilla Sugar, Hot Cocoa Vanilla Cookies. This one was really good. Again, I have a bunch left, cut it into 6 pieces, melted it in tea lights throughout my open concept, and this one performed really well. I don't know what Better Than Sex Cake is, but this is definitely a chocolate cake leaning scent. I would pick that up again. It was great. Another bundt, I used just one in Library Palo Santo books. I went through this phase where I just loved everything that was library or parchment or whatever. And there were some rainy days, so this was really good on a rainy night. This blend I really, really love. I've had a couple lately like that weren't my favorite, but I think this one was really good, this blend in particular. So I would consider purchasing that one again, even though I am not buying from L3 for a while because I have a ton. Also melted through a puppy pack of Christine, which is Leather Pink Sugar Love Spell. This is one I've been holding on to a long time and kind of not wanting to melt because I really didn't like that leather note in there, but I just figured let's melt it, get rid of it. And it wasn't as horrible as I thought it would be. It was sweetened up by that pink sugar. The love spell in here, I don't know. I don't think I liked it with the leather. I think if it was just leather and pink sugar would have been better. But it's done, and I would not pick that scent up again, but it did perform good. And then I have a sample that was from one of her advents in Let Them Eat Cake, Amber, and Oud. I took this one to work and threw it in my hot plate warmer in my office, and it was really pretty. So, yes. I have a few from the Bathing Garden. First one is in Spiced Rosehip Potpourri. This is spicy blended potpourri of cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, rose hips, and dried red roses. So yeah, it's a spicy rose. This one was super strong in the bag, and I knew not to melt this at work. So I actually cut it in half and melted it in my bedroom, and it was so strong. I mean, it was a good performer, but the scent profile is not something that I would lean towards again, so would not buy that. But it was strong. Also, chocolate cake. Finished one of these. It was a sample, looked like a little cake. And it was, for what it was fine. It was just a chocolate scent, so it was good. Candied Peppermint Petals. This is marshmallow peppermint crystallized over sweet rose petals. This was different, and that was why I purchased this. So it was roses and peppermint is really what it was. It was fine. Not a favorite, not something I feel like I have to have again, but it was pretty. Love Letters from Paris. This is Velvet Rose, Sandalwood, Tonka, Orange Blossom, and Jasmine Petals. I think, yeah, I love this one so much. I actually believe that this was probably my favorite melt of the 2 weeks. I think, if I remember correctly. But if you love floral, you will love that one. And it's not like overly sweet floral. It's just beautiful. Love Coffee. You see my love theme going on. is dark espresso kissed with brown sugar, maple syrup, and caramelized chestnuts. I really do love this coffee blend. Really good. I love it sweetened up with that caramel and a little bit nutty with those chestnuts. I have purchased this one again. I know I have more, and I will continue to buy it again because it's a really great coffee blend. I have a few here from BRITTA'S. First one is in the 100 Step Cemetery, which is fresh cut grass, Ozark forest, and sweater weather. I definitely got the grass in this one, so it was a little bit spring and a little bit winter, but I really liked it. It was very fresh and different, and yeah, I think I do have a bigger size of this, so I'm happy that I do. My Bloody Valentine. This is Summer Scoop, Count Chocula, and Sweet and Creamy. This I melted in my bedroom. They were like 2 little shapes, I believe. It was good. It was a summer chocolate scent. It was fine, not something that I would actively seek out again, but it was good. Phantasm. This is vanilla ice cream, Twinkies, and blue sugar. I really love blue sugar, and mixed with that bakery, this was really good. So it was a really nice evening bedroom melt. Love Story. This is pink sugar, blue sugar, sugar cookie royale, and vanilla bean marshmallow. This is another one I melted in my bedroom, and it was really pretty. I love the pink and blue sugar, and sweetened with that bakery. This one was really nice. And in my open concept, I melted some Sophie's Bakery. This is chocolate chip cookie dough, waffle cone, sweet and creamy. This I did in tea lights, and again, I think this is my fault for waiting so long, but it really didn't hold up that well in my open concept, and so I really can't speak on how it performed because it wasn't very strong. But I think that's my fault for waiting too long because I really do have great luck with BRITTA'S. So I'm going to put this one on me, but I think I might have more of this one. I'm not sure. So I'm sorry for that. I have a couple here from Vintage Chic Scents. The first one is in Exile, which is Palo Santo, Cashmere Cedar, and Library Books. I spilled something on it, so I can't even read it. This is one of those library blends I was talking about, but I preferred the one from L3 Waxy Wonders more. And I don't know if it's the Cashmere Cedar. This one was just very heavy, kind of musty smelling. I don't know. It was a really good performer. But if I had to pick between the two library blends, it would be the L3 one. And then also from Vintage Chic, I melted some Winchells, which is raspberry jam filled powdered donuts. This was a weekend morning melt for me, and it was really good. I love the raspberry, and the donut component was just a really fun and good melt in the morning. I have a few here from Sassy Girl Aroma, and I just want to say how excited I am that they're back. Gaze Into the Night. I don't know what I spilled all over this bag, but it's pretty torn up. This is a timeless, feminine, alluring blend of dark berries, midnight jasmine, and rich amber. This is a dupe for, is it just Into the Night from Bath & Body Works, right? Into the Night? Because that is my daughter's favorite perfume, and I remember when I was melting this, she walked out of her room and she knew right away that that's what I was warming. And even though this is very like body care leaning, this was so pretty in my open concept. I loved this one and I would definitely buy that again. Another one is Hot Lips. This is so small writing. Let's see. Dark sweet cherry, pink raspberry, brown sugar, cotton candy, sensual musk, and French cream and tonka bean. To me, this was just a really pretty cherry leaning fragrance. It was a sweet cherry, not a cough drop type cherry. It was really good. So that's Hot Lips. Melted this in tea lights throughout my open concept. It held up really well. And I would pick that one up again. Another one from Sassy Girl is Mocha Kisses. This is fluffy marshmallow, warm vanilla, and kisses of dark chocolate. I remember this being, you could get the mocha, but it's weird. This kind of smelled a little bit perfumey to me when it was going. Yeah, even in the bag, it smells, I mean, maybe it's that marshmallow. I don't know. It is really good though. It didn't smell like any type of bakery to me though. But I absolutely loved this scent, Mocha Kisses. I would definitely pick that one up again. It was really great. Okay. I will move on to Scentsy. I melted through 2 clams of French Kiss. This one used to be in my Scentsy club and I have since taken it out because I hated this. Hated it. I don't know what has happened, if it just turned, but this is Jasmine, Sweet Pea, and Freesia. This just smells like musky old lady to me. I don't know. I couldn't stand it. It's just not good. It came out of my club and yeah. I have several bars of this though. So I'll just spread them out over time. Maybe I'll try it again in a year. It's French Kiss. It was a good performer. Something changed and I don't like it anymore. I melted through 2 bars of Arctic Kiss. This is Cool Arctic Mint, Fresh Air, and Fluffy Vanilla Clouds. This is really pretty. I had this in the laundry, the scent boosters, washer whiffs, and it was a really good scent in laundry, but it didn't like stay on my clothes, so it did better in the bar. And I think I said before that I couldn't stand this in the bar, and this time I totally loved it. So, and this is like one of the OG first ones I got because this is from Scent of the Month sticker. So yeah, this one was, I mean, maybe all this time of aging, I don't know. I liked it this round, but I don't know how many of those I have left. One I wish I had more of. Oh my gosh, I don't remember when this became a Bring Back My Bar, but 2 of Love and Happiness. I had never melted this before, and I wish that I had because this would be in my club 100%. This is Glazed Chestnut, Vanilla, and Sugarcane. Oh my gosh, this was so good. It smells like pink sugar to me. Pink sugar and like a sugary glaze sprinkled with nuts. I don't know. But if this comes back for voting, please vote for it because I need this. I need more of this in my life. So sad I don't have any more. I tried the Sweetheart Sugar Cookie from, is that what it is? Yeah, Sweetheart Sugar Cookie from the Valentine collection. It's sweet cherry and green pistachios baked into warm vanilla bean and sugared musk. I love how it smells on cold sniff. It smells really nutty. I got the cherry, but when I warmed this, I could hardly smell it at all. I actually melted this in 3 warmers in just my bedroom. Well, it was 2 in my bedroom, 2 warmers in my bedroom, and then a warmer in the master bathroom. And I could hardly smell it. And then I took the remaining 2 cubes and took it to work and threw them in my hot plate. And I probably shouldn't have a hot plate in my office because it does burn off scent really quickly. But that's the point, right? Like, even taking it to work, I didn't really get anything from this, which was so sad. But I did add it to my club because I loved it on cold, and I am hoping that maybe given a few months, maybe even a year, it'll change. I hope. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm just wasting money on it. Peppered with Kisses. This is also from the Valentine collection. This is hibiscus with a kiss of pink pepper, exotic lychee, and wild raspberry. I really loved this one a lot. I added this one to my club too. This was a beautiful floral. Performance was great. This was really strong. So yeah, happy that I added that. From Goose Creek, I have a clam, a wax melt in Eskimo Kisses. This is sandalwood, vanilla bean, black pepper, lavender, amber, cashmere, and woods. That is a lot. This was a little bit like masculine leaning. Masculine, a tiny bit cologne-y and woodsy. It was a really good performer. I melted this at night. I wouldn't pick this up again. It's not my favorite scent profile, but it was a really good performer. And then I finished up a candle, which is with Love. I cannot find scent notes on this. But it smells sweet, fruity, sweet fruity. It was okay, melted all the way down there. And then I threw it in my candle warmer just to get the rest of it out. It was fine. Not what candle that I feel like I have to have again, but it was nice to try it. I have a couple things from Bath & Body Works here. I am obsessed with their fragrance boosters. Obsessed. I picked this one up from the semi-annual sale. This is in Winter Candy Apple. It is red apples, crisp pears, and candied oranges. I have another one of these. This, so good. This stays on your clothes too. So I absolutely love this product. I have been happy to try other brands aside from Scentsy's Washer Whiffs. I love this. This is so good. I hope it comes back next year. In, I forget what room this was in. I want to say this was our downstairs bathroom, because that's usually the guest bathroom, is the one I decorate for like every holiday. This was in Sweet Sugar Sprinkles hand soap from Bath and Body Works. It says sugared strawberry, whipped vanilla, and sprinkles. I really didn't get strawberry from this. This just smelled like a sweet candy. It was fine, not a favorite, but another one to throw away. In our laundry room, I switched out a wallflower and put in some cozy linen. This is Lily of the Valley Petals, Sweet Orange, and Cotton Musks. This smells really good. It's a good performer, and I have many more of that one, and that is one that I only use in our laundry room. This was so good. So I put in our family room and in our dining room. I have 2 wallflowers there, and the area kind of like joins together sort of. So in that space, I put in some almond croissant, and I will tell you, this is one of the best performing wallflowers I've ever tried. So good. I'm happy that I have a few more of these. Almond croissant is toasted almonds, vanilla glaze, and flaky croissant. This lasted the entire duration. You know how some wallflowers you kind of stop smelling after a couple weeks? This went the whole time. And then even when the oil had dried up, I could still smell it. So almond croissant, if you love bakery and you're looking for a good performing oil for your wallflower, see if they have almond croissant, because that was like the best. Oh, I don't know if I've ever talked about CHIC before. She's a vendor that I found on Etsy years ago, and then she just went and has her own website now. But her business is CHIC, and she does body care, candles, incense, wax melts, but all of her products are geared towards like horror. And I picked up this body spray in Black Cherry Bloodbath, and I already reordered this one. This is so good. It's like Black Cherry Merlot candle, but like darker, richer. This is so good. I absolutely love this scent. Best cherry product I've ever had. So CHIC is great, and her scents last forever because they're very highly concentrated, and 1 or 2 sprays last all day. And the last thing to talk about is a multi-surface cleaner from Mrs. Meyer's in Rose. And I just figured that for it being a Valentine-ish, Rose would be an appropriate scent. So Rose isn't my favorite, but I didn't mind it for the season holiday that it was. So I might pick it up again. So that's everything. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry I was late. There will be more to come. And I will talk to you next time. Have a good one. Bye.